Hello children, let's begin our lesson. Today we will speak about the famous Russian holiday Victory Day. So 75 years ago our lesson is the topic of our lesson. So every country has its own special holiday. Around the world, many nations celebrate their own achievements and take pride of their own history. In Russia, one of unique and most important days is the 9th of May, Victory Day, День Победы. So, now let's read this poem about the Victory Day, about war, great patriotic war. Let's read it together. Wait for me and I'll come back. Wait with all you've got. Wait when dreary yellow rains tell you should not. Wait when snow is falling fast. Wait when summer's hot. Wait when yesterdays are past, others are forgot. Wait when from that far-off place letters don't arrive. Wait when those with whom you wait doubt if I'm alive. Известное стихотворение, переведенное на иностранный язык «Жди меня, и я вернусь». Okay, the Great Patriotic War. You can see the photos of this event. Great Patriotic War. What it consists of. Victory, победа. Heroes, герои. Patriotism, patriotism. Soldiers, солдаты. So the famous heroes of Great Patriotic War. These people put their influence into the victory. Семен Хохряков, Николаус Гастелло, Александр Матросов, Маншук Маметова, Zoya Kosmodemyanskaya, Ivan Pamfilov, and others. They were very great. Each of these soldiers, each of these people was a hero who did it not for becoming famous or being listed on some boards. We all know that they did it solely of civil duty and love for their families. Okay, among the characters with unique destinies, we can name these people. The latter was not there. They were only 18 when they were given the award of Hero of the Soviet Union. It is impossible to forget the heroism of such people. Невозможно, да, записать героизм данных людей. Увидим их фотографии. Okay, here you can see the photos. What are they famous for? Can you name them? So, what battles can you name? Battles, да, сражения. So, Battle of Moscow, Battle of Stalingrad, Battle of Kursk, Battle near Porokhovka, Second Battle of Kharkov, Capture of Sapun Mountain, for the liberation of Crimea, Kiev, Prague, etc. So now, we are going to listen to the famous Russian song translated into English. Your task is to listen and to complete the gaps, да, дополнить пропуски словами, которые вы услышите. Ну и скажите, что же это за песня. What is this song?
Apple trees and pear trees aflower, river mist was rising all around. Young Katyusha went strolling by the hour on the steep banks o'er the rocky ground. Young Katyusha went strolling by the hour on the steep banks o'er the rocky ground. By the river bank she sang a love song of her hero in distant land, of the one she dearly loved for so long, holding tight his letters in her hand, of the one she dearly loved for so long, holding tight his letters in her hand. my song, song of a maiden's true love. To my dear one, travel with the sun. To the one who Katusha loves so, bring my greetings to him one by one. To the one who Katusha loves so, bring my greetings to him one by one. Let him know that I am true and faithful. Let him hear the love song that I send. Tell him as he defends our home that grateful, true Katusha our love will defend. Tell him as he defends our home that grateful, true Katusha our love will defend. Apple trees and pear trees aflower, river mist was rising all around. Young Katusha went strolling by the hour on the street banks over the rocky ground. Young Katusha went strolling by the hour on the street banks over the rocky ground.
Okay, let's check. Давайте проверим, что у вас получилось. So here you can see these words, this song. Let's read it together. Apple trees and pear trees were aflower. River mist was rising all around. Young Katusha was strolling by the hour on the steam banks on the rocky ground. By the river bank she sang a love song of her hero in a distant land, of the one she dearly loved for so long, holding tight his letters in her hand. O my son, son of a maiden true love, to my dear one travel with the sun. To the one who Katusha loves so, bring my greetings to him one by one. Let him know that I am true and faithful. Let him hear the love song that I sent. Tell him, as he defends our home, that grateful, true Katusha our love will defend. And once again, the first part. So, what is symbol? The symbol of great patriotic war. The ribbon of St. George, Georgievska lentочка, also known as St. George's ribbon and the Georgian ribbon, a widely recognized military symbol of Russia, in Russia. So, the 9th of May is extremely important date in the history of Russia. It marks the day, late in the evening of May 8, 1945, in France, so after midnight on May 19th in Moscow, the Donetsk formally surrendered, да, сдались, meaning the Russian army had prevailed, да, выиграла, преобладала. It is the day to remember all those who fought bravely, all those who gave their lives so that Russia would be victorious over its enemies. All over the country, this day fills us with happiness and pride. But this day is not just a holiday. 9th of May, the day of memory and honors. On this day, sacred for all of us, we remember with pride and profound gratitude all those who brought an invaluable payment for the peace sky over our head. Their courage, firmness, and heroism is a worthy example for all of us. Their feats will remain in our hearts forever. So, but this year is an extra special. This year, 2020, we have the 75th anniversary of this very important day. It is one of these days that we say thank you to all those brave men and women. In these days that we remember the meaning of sacrifice, жертва, sacrifice, and we honor the memory of those millions who died. Да, и помним те миллионы людей, которые погибли. So every year there is a wonderful parade in Moscow and celebration right across the country. Russian people of all generations come together to commemorate, почтить, the past, celebrate our present, and to look to the future. It's truly an enormous event. So now I want to tell you about the immortal fragment, the pride and produce of Russia. So yes, this is very important for us. So, and now I want to tell you about my great grandfather who took part in the Great Patriotic War. So Sorokin Mikhail Pavlovich was born in 1903 in the village of Komarovka-Penza region. In 1941 he was called up to the Red Army. Since 1943 he was the commander of the Katyusha combat rocket launcher. He reached Berlin. He participated in the Japanese War. So in the Battle of the Distance of Barkava, when following the retreating enemy, my great-grandfather replaced the wounded Raniny commander, quickly turned the gun and direct fire destroyed up to 10 Germans and forced the German officers to leave a completely serviceable combat vehicle, машина. For caring attitude to personal life, courage and selflessness shown in the provision of guns standing in a straight line up at Tibov near Boriskovo village, which was under the strong artillery fire from the enemy, my great-grandfather was awarded medals for courage and for military services. Here you can see the medals of my great-grandfather. So I'm proud of my great-grandfather. So it is on this day that many young Russians begin to understand and to appreciate our country and the incredible achievements of our forefathers. So, but also it is a reminder to all of us what it means to be Russian, to be proud of our country yesterday, today and tomorrow. So now nobody is forgotten, nothing is forgotten. Никто не забыт, ничто не забыто. Хотела бы попросить вас сделать, как я, то есть рассказать о ваших предках, которыми вы гордитесь, которые принимали участие во Второй мировой войне, Великой Отечественной войне, либо которые работали в тылу. Пару предложений с фотографией, если есть, просто информацию, пришлите мне, пожалуйста, на почту, либо ВКонтакте. So, see you, have a great holiday, goodbye.